it. They've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So South Carolina's offense will get the first swing of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Paula.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play. And that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And that one falls incomplete, a huge stand by the defense. So Georgia's offense has its first opportunity of the day. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. 2 physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, 2 alphas, 2 guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throw down.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Georgia! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. The kickoff team out there getting set. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the 1st down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Wells. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They want to just keep throwing it. Makes the grab on the left. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Buying some time. Makes the grab. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. On second down, wants to throw. Got his man quickly. Knocked down for the tackle. So loud it's rattling your fillings on third and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Gamecocks. Lining up for the PAT. Smashes it through for the PAT. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. Here's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Georgia sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On the move, it's Wells. He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Wide out in motion. The play action fake. Flips it out to the back. Just ran over it. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, running back gets the give. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 45. Nothing but green ahead. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers to football in space. What a creative way. That's a little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
Touch pass on the run. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
He wants to throw it again. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. He's got a fresh set of downs.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that? That's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. They gave up a lot of yards to get down here. Going their necks up. It's most important when you get in this area. Second and goal now. They get the big stuff.
Hand off to the fullback. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. On the move. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down the end zone.
To the air on 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. Makes a connection. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. Out of the gun, the inside give. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Pocket starts to collapse. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, and keep this drive rolling.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Really need positive yards on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. Quarterback checking off. Trying play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's complete. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Gamecocks will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how... to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And they get the sack, but they knew it was a pass. You go nickel, you're bringing more speed on the field, more DBs. You let the pass rush eat. Everybody communicates, right? Like, you understand by formation, by tendency, they're throwing the football. Nice job by the defense understanding what the offense was trying to do.
He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain, so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Catch in the middle, it's Hurtado. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds a man in the middle. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good, and then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They're going to throw it again. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, looking to pass. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And how about this? It's the strong safety who spins down in the box all the time and usually plays run. You could tell, saw pass, diagnosed it, and went and got the quarterback on the ground.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Off play action. Got it in the middle. It's Hurtado.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Quickly to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Georgia sends out the punt team. He'll bring it back. It's 12. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
Quick completion to the right. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The Gamecocks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and I love running the football down the red zone. You've got to be able to do it. And 1st down, obviously, is the right down to do it. But now, limits the options a little bit more. 2nd down after that loss of yards play.
With jet sweep pass. Into the house. Touchdown, South Carolina. Oh, and that elusive victory is oh so close if they can hang on till the end. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Just about set to kick it away.
21, Georgia, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. On the move at the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with his 1st down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And how frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. And tackled there by the defense.
And here's the deal. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. 4th and goal, which makes a difference to me because I drove the ball down the field. I've had some success. Do I want to stay aggressive here? This offense is down, but has a chance to really put some points on the board and make a little bit of a splash.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. The give to the back. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs. And if I get a few 1st downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll run the quarterback sneak. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Yeah, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The defense with the huge momentum swing, taking it all the way in.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Looking back on it, this game probably falls precisely into the definition of a trap game. Trap was set, sprung, and the underdogs come up with the win.